There's something about your local charity shop, which I love. They just hit a little bit differently, and I'm off to mine. Back from the charity shop, and I did kind of go out with the intention of not buying any clothing, but if I did see something decent, I would have picked it up, and that's kind of what I did. I've got some non-clothing items. Okay, I'll start with these. So these are just some stackable mugs, but they're Crofton, and the Crofton stackable mugs, I remember like they were, a while ago, they used to go for good money. It was the one with the rocket ship, and they make a rocket ship if you stack them up, and like a space rocket down the side. These were only £3.99, but they're kind of new. I say kind of new. I think they are new. They've got like the things like separating them, and they've also haven't been opened. It usually comes in a box, and they haven't got a box. But these are nice little polka dots. Got this. This is a Hamza hand, and yeah, it's like a alabaster, marbly kind of thing. I don't know. I think it's like like a psychics kind of thing. I don't know what they do with it. It's like a plaque, isn't it? Like a ornament. That was only £2. I just thought it was a bit different, and why not? I got this. I spotted this because it's basically the Emma Bridgewater plate kind of famous boat. It was only £3, but it's a document thing with like passports, tickets, travel money, documents, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's nice little holder. It was only £3 that. I thought that was quite cute. So why not? I got this. This was £2. It's a mother of pearl inlaid little box, and it says here for decorative purposes only. It's like, what else were you going to use it for? So yeah, it's just like a little, what's it? But it's got a nice. It's got like a tiny chip there. Where is it? Oh yeah, this side. Tiny chip just in the corner, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, it's cute. Also got this. This is brand new. It's £3. It's an Orla Kylie purse and mirror. And I checked, the mirror's good, it's brand new and everything, not been used. But they actually sell these at Boots. This is a Boots thing, and initially I think they were £5, but now they go for completely like one stuff like £25. So that's pretty good. I got it for £3. Kind of like funky and cute, like great little like stocking fillers, which is kind of like what I was going for. Kind of a Yoshi bag. So the Yoshi bags, they do. I remember some of my friends like obsessed with her Yoshi bag. She's got like one made out. It's like books. But yeah, this is black, like a gothy black, and it's got like a pink. It looks more like purple, but like looking at it now, it might be like magenta, pink or fuchsia, whatever it's called. But it's got the long strap as well. But yeah, nice strap bag, and it's very gothy, kind of emo-y. I think it can transcend different genres and cultures and everything. I got a book. Yes, a book. I can read. Now this one, I've got this mainly to do a video on it, because it is kind of a bolo. There's certain ones that do really well. So it's a paperback, it's not a hardback. Hardbacks do amazing. But it's Fairies, and it's by Alan Lee and Brian Froud. That's the name phone. And yeah, they've got quite a good history of doing like mythical magical creatures. And if you look here, there we go. Look at that. Like they do lots of detail. They're like the go-to over the many years. And I think Jim Henson collaborated with them, if I remember rightly, to do certain creatures out of like the labyrinth and stuff. But yeah, certain books do very well. I don't think this one does. I think this one's only about 20 quid. But it was a fiver. And it's like, I'm going to have a quick scan and read through it because some of them are incredible. Like the drawings. And yeah, I'll put up, I think I might do a short on this. I might do a short video on this, just explaining why it's so, like, to be on the lookout for. Oh, look at them. Aren't they cool? Look at that. Pink on the bottom. Yeah, these are Vans Ultra Cush. Little cushion. These are a 9.5. I thought they were bigger than that. I thought these were like a 10 or something. I was hoping that they were a 12, but they're not. Yeah, this is Vanosaurus. The pink Vanosaurus. And again, like the bag, it's very like emo-y, skateboardery. But these are men's. Or actually, I suppose they could be women's as well if they've got a lady's got a big foot. But yeah, Vanosaurus. Vans Pro. Skateboarder. Very cool, very cool. I think there's some on Grails that are like £100 odd pound. I was like, what? I got this as well. This was £2.50. £2.50. And I thought it was one of those ones where you just put like fruit in, like a rattan-y kind of like fruit. No, apparently it's a Senegalese wall bowl. And yeah, I think you can use it for anything, but it's like an art piece to hang on a wall, or you could use it for whatever. But there's one on Etsy that's going for £50. £50. The ones on eBay usually go for about 20 odd. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw it and then someone was eyeing it up. Like I could see her like looking at it like that, and so I went like that and grabbed it. I was like, oh, that's nice. I got it. I'm glad I did. Clothing. I got Not Your Daughter's jeans for £3. It's pretty good. It's just that they're a size 6. Really, you want like size what, like 14, 16, 18. But yeah, these are size 6. But they're only £3. That's why I got them. I got an Arn large top, £4.50. There we go. That'll do nicely. Probably around 20 quid. It's because I've never heard of the brand. Recently I was in Ireland, so I thought, why not? It's called Emerald Style, and this is pure new wool, 100%. It's a double X. This was £4.50, and it's gorgeous. It's so nice. But yeah, pure Emerald Style. Oh, sorry, Emerald Style. I thought would be made in Ireland. And then this is a good find. These retail like quite high, but like resell it's a bit. It's Son of a Tailor. Son of a gun. Son of a Tailor. Son of a Tailor. And it was £4. And it's just a sweater, just a plain old sweater. 20 to 40. But it's still pretty good for a plain top. And it's a brand that I hadn't really heard of. But yeah. That's pretty good. So I've done okay. I think I've done all right. 10, 11, 12. I've got like 12, 13. I've got 13 items. On average, it's actually probably around £4.50 to £5. And that's kind of like what I want to talk about. I always say shopping's the best bit of reselling, but obviously it's the sales. The sales is the best bit because that means you're making money to go out and shop. But yeah, so they're very close. That's what I'm saying. They're very close. And I feel like it's getting a lot harder to source, and it's getting a lot harder to sell stuff at the rate at the level that we used to. I feel like about 4 or 5 years ago, pre-pandemic, I was making about, I was making about comfortably £100 a day. £100 a day, which is not a lot. I'm a smallish reseller, and I'm lucky because reselling isn't my only thing that I've got going on. But it is like a big chunk of my bread and butter. It's a big chunk of my income. But it's becoming a lot harder to source the stock. And I think that's a number of things. One, I think people know what they've got now. Vinted and eBay and all the rest, they're on apps on the phone, so people are holding on to things and selling it themselves, earning a bit of money. Not a lot of people are donating as much to the charity shops, and if they do, it's not as good quality. And obviously charity shops are doing the exact same thing. They've increased all their prices. It's been a gradual increase for a number of years, but I think it's just the time of year as well. It's like Christmas, it's the run up to Christmas. Everyone's got their Christmas stuff out, and obviously they're trying to get as much as they can for stuff. It's the big boost, it's a big retail part of the year. And also Carboots aren't yielding as much as well as they used to. I did the Carboot the other day, I only got one thing. So I'm a bit like, it's not as profitable as what it was, or it's not as... You could go to a Carboot and get like a big bag full, or even a car full. And now I'm looking... I used to go to the Carboot in like throughout the year, and I used to be able to fill up my car. Now I'm lucky if I fill up a bag. And that's not just like, oh, things are changing, because they are. Like, I've been taking chances on higher value items, better quality items. But when I started for the first like 3 years, I was low value, high quantity. And that worked. That really did work for me. A lot of like £5 to £15 items. But then going on to my next point, making money off reselling is gotten a lot harder because fees, and obviously I'm talking about eBay, but recently this week Depop have actually come out with their increasing their boost fee from 8 to 12% if you've boosted an item. Usually it was a flat 8%, and now it's 12%, and you've got like little fees on top, but the not final value fees anymore. That's passed on to the buyer, like on Vinted. Yeah, and it's just become very hard to justify it, like, because I've got to keep money in the buying budget as well, but I'm holding on to a lot of stuff, like, and I'm not getting the views, and I'm not getting the level of offers, and the follow through has fallen. So people who have sent me offers I've accepted. This is on Vinted and on Depop, and yet probably like 1 or 2 out of 10 will buy, and it's like, God, it's a lot. I think one day I had something like 30 offers, and I think only like 1 or 2 people actually bought when I've accepted it. So it's like, it's a bit, God, it's a bit of a pain. So yeah, it's becoming very good. Also, there's a lot more resellers out there, I've noticed. Like since COVID, it's kind of gradually kind of gotten giddy. But then there's been a lot of people who have left reselling because they haven't really been making it, because they've been looking on YouTube and everything, and they've gotten like, oh, I can do that, I can give it a go, and then it's not for them, so they move on or they transition, and that can happen. That's just generally what happens. It's the marketplace. But yeah, there's a lot more resellers, I feel, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start thinking about how I get items, because I go to everything. I get a kilo sales. I'm gonna have to make more use of kilo sales, and I know there's a couple of people who do, like the rag men do, like they go in. So I'm a bit like, oh, should I start doing that? Should I start being more proactive instead of, going to the charity shops, because the charity shops are quite high. Maybe going to more car boots throughout the week. I don't know. I'm thinking of changing things up, because something's got to change. Otherwise, I'm going to have to look for a new job, like a new source of income, another source of income to get me out of this shithole. Anywho, I'm going to love you and leave you all, because I've got to catch up on Stranger Things before the new season drops. To like, subscribe and comment. But if you can't think of anything to say, the magic word of the day is fairy. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.